So I'm here today at Bear Island, and what I want to show you is a way that you can simply and easily really have a positive effect on the regeneration of your forest. Here at Bear Island, when I bought this land 5 years ago, I was forced to respond to an incredible array of stressors. So my forest had been high graded, meaning that all the healthiest trees had been cut, mostly oak, and the least healthy trees, mostly diseased beech, had been left behind. As a result of beech bark disease and deer browse, this had formed this monoculture of diseased beech in the forest's understory. And the overstory was almost 100% unhealthy trees. To try and respond to this, in 2017, I created some patch cuts, cut all the unhealthy trees. We left all the remaining oak trees and any other healthy tree of any species, and we removed that monoculture beech understory. We did these patch cuts on an oak acorn year when there were lots of acorns around, and I actually planted thousands of acorns under the soil to increase their chance of sprouting. These patch cuts have now been regenerating for about 5 years, and while there are some oaks and some little spruce and white pine and red pine, and other healthy trees of a variety of different species scattered around, the understory is still mostly comprised of these diseased beech clones. So what I've been doing is wading through this sea of diseased beech in these patch cuts, finding each individual oak and releasing them from competition, actually using that crop tree release mentality where we're not worried about every unhealthy tree everywhere. We're just focused on giving our healthiest trees room to grow. This is something that I'll often do with an electric chainsaw, but today I'll show you how to do it just with hand tools. And I'll show you that I've actually been doing some pruning. Some of these little oaks are also really crooked as a result of being repeatedly browsed by deer. So I'm pruning them to have a single straight stem and to guide them upwards into the canopy. This is something that any forest landowner can do at any time, and while it may seem insignificant to just be tending to these little tiny seedlings and saplings in your forest, those are the trees that will eventually become the overstory of your forest. And there are times when, if you can just do this very simple thing, give those tree species that need a little extra help room to grow, you can really manifest a healthier, more diverse, more resilient forest in the future. Here we have a little red oak. It's about 3 feet tall. It's been repeatedly browsed by deer, and it's being overtopped by a clone of beech over here. We're gonna release this tree using the same crop tree release principle that we use on larger trees. So we don't need to cut every tree in the world. We just need to cut the trees that are competing with this crop tree. And our hope is that we'll just give it enough space that it can grow upwards and eventually overtop these beech. So the first thing we're gonna do is cut these beech that are competing with it. And then I'm actually gonna prune this tree so it has one single straight stem. And that's it. It may seem really insignificant, but this action, repeated over and over again, can make a massive difference in the future of this forest.